And we're live. Ooh, that was loud. Hey everyone. This is the beginning of one of our biggest live streams. It's the biggest because it's the first one, of course. Hey, how are you guys hearing me? Um, I see some of you in the chat already. It's great to see you. Great that you guys showed up. I didn't know how many people would show up, so it's good that somebody's here. And I already see people in the chat. Hey, cool. So yeah, we're multi-streaming. We're streaming both on YouTube and we're streaming on Twitch. Now, let me know if you can hear me well. I can hear you. Great. Awesome. That's the Twitch audience. And yeah, that's right. The GOAT CB is here. Woohoo. Hey, Eric. Hey, Eric and Far Cry and Malvabloss. I think that's how you say it. Great. So I was doing a lot of testing actually before the stream, and of course, as you test, you run into a lot of garbage. I can hear it perfectly well. Well, that's great to hear because when I was testing, somewhere along the lines, the stream occasionally, or the audio for my stream started messing up, and there was like this robotic voice in my deliveries and in the recordings themselves, and it was odd because I would start streaming and then halfway through you would have these awful robotic voices. It was my voice, but it had that weird robotic filter on, and I was like, what's going on? And so I checked the stream, and it turned out that at the beginning it was fine, but then over time it stopped working. So if anything happens to my voice, or like the sound of my voice starts sounding a little bit weird, let me know. I'll try to fix it somehow. But so far it's been good. You guys are saying it's good. That's great to hear. And of course, like I said, we're gonna have multi-streaming today. So there's going to be people in the Twitch chat, and there's going to be some people on the live streams on YouTube. Although so far on Twitch I can see one person, but so that you guys don't miss out, I'll be checking out both chats so that you guys will not be missing each other at all. This isn't a historical moment. Yeah, that's what Hey Sky? Am I saying that right? That's what Hey Sky says on Twitch. And okay, so here's what we're gonna do today, actually. Before we start our stream of the game itself, I actually wanted to talk about something else, and I think you guys can kind of come to a conclusion as to what that's going to be. Partly because we're going to be playing Batman Arkham Asylum. We're definitely going to be talking about a little poo-poo game, a little doozy called poo-poo game. I'm sorry for that. A little doozy. What I'm trying to say is that Rockstar crapped the bed, and we all know what we're talking about. We're talking about the Suicide Squad, and I figured, I've on my Instagram page, I have been fairly quiet on the whole situation. Well, fairly quiet. I have seen several clips going around, multiple of them, and as you guys have probably as well. And so I figured, hey, this is going to be a great opportunity to talk about the game, and I think that'd be a great idea to talk about Suicide Squad first. What's going on with that game, kind of do a little bit of an inside job as to what's going on there, and then we're gonna go into the game. And obviously during the stream you guys will be able to ask me questions, and we'll be able to talk about both the game and the Suicide Squad game. And I'm kind of excited, and it's kind of just honestly kind of surreal. Eric, you're saying same here. I didn't care about the game. I waited for the criticism. I knew how Rocksteady effed up the game. Yeah, and that's going to be a big thing we're going to see, is that I haven't played the game, but neither should you guys. There's a lot of people talking about how, even the people who hate on the game, right? There's this consensus that, oh, we're going to play the game, or you shouldn't listen to anybody. You should try games for yourself before you judge them. That's total bullcrap. I think you can judge a game or a movie or anything for that matter just off of trailers, because if you're a logical human being who has experience watching stuff and actually has expectations, and usually someone who already has developed taste, that person knows what they're going to be getting out of anything, a game, a movie, on YouTube Live, Malvblas, I really don't know if I'm saying your name correctly, but you're saying I can't process that they made a game where you shoot the Flash and Superman to death. Oh goodness. Yeah, we're not gonna get into the Flash and Superman. Perhaps not today. We'll see if this is going to be the last stream we ever do. If it's like a colossal failure on my end, you know. But it's let's see. But today we're going to be talking about some of it, some of the characters, what's going to happen there. And Far Cry Lego on YouTube Live says, I only cared about how bad the backlist will be. Wait, what? The backlist? I only cared about how bad the backlash will be. And it's so bad worse than the Avengers games. Yes! That's a whole thing that came out, which was that the Avengers game on Steam, it performed on its first day. It hit a peak of concurrent players of like 30,000 players on day one. Day one's being the most popular days of any game, right? If that's your launch day, that's usually when you're going to have the most amount of players. And so that day is going to define how well you do from now on. And I'm just laughing because we're still on the title screen, but you guys are already getting me talking. But Suicide Squad came in at, so if Marvel's Avengers came at 30,000 players on day one on Steam, Suicide Squad came in at 13,000 viewers. Players. That's insane. Moodcap says on YouTube, the gal, they had to release a live service superhero game after Avengers and Gotham Knights bombed. Yeah, I know, right? It's like, this is the whole thing with the industry, video game industry. Everyone is trying to make live service happen because they can have 15 different failures, but if one of them hits, then they'll have revenue for the rest of their, I don't want to say for the rest of their lives, but for a very long time. Live service games like Fortnite and Rocket League, Destiny are so lucrative to the companies that are publishing them, so it prints money, really does, despite all the criticisms they get, and rightfully so. Mouthbloss on YouTube Live says, with my name, it's like, okay, hold on, it's covering your name. Maeve. Oh goodness, there's an icon that's blocking your name when I'm trying to read it, and the moment when you actually write to me how you're supposed to pronounce it, it blocks it away. Anyway, if you guys chat somewhere, I'll probably be able to see it. Okay, Twitch isn't saying anything so far, but that's okay. All right. Let's see. So yeah, I think this is a good moment to take a look at some of the stuff that's in the game, and we're going to start with classic as to what we're gonna expect. And you're gonna have to give me just a little bit of like a moment to click stuff around, because this is my first time on the stream and I prepared a lot, and it's going to be well, you'll see for yourselves. So we're gonna close that for now, and we're gonna go with the first thing that everyone has talked about and you guys have probably seen, which is hold on, oh goodness, don't start just yet. So let me put on my headphones for this so that I can see what's happening as well. And I already see it's off center, so let's bring it back. And so you guys know what this is, right? This is going to be oh, we have people on Twitch saying something. Hey lurker, yeah, that's okay, we like those too. And okay, so this is going to be the scene where they're going to kill the Batman, our OG man. No. Okay, let's watch it.
Die screaming at Superman's feet.
Hopefully you guys hear this. I think you guys do.
What's up with his feet?
I don't know, man. We're 2 for 2 on killing your boys so far.
Ah! Love makes it worth the pleasure.
You think you're a team now? You're herd animals, dependent on someone else to survive. Like you, Harkness. An illiterate alcoholic who's desperate for the spotlight.
And Floyd's a deadbeat dad. Sharky's a freak who'll never be.
Hopefully you guys are seeing this, because I'm looking at it. Okay, you guys are seeing this. Okay, just making sure. Because I was just worried for a sec. My YouTube stream sometimes lags behind, and so I wasn't sure. But yeah, right away you can see there's a lot of what do you say? Animosity towards Batman. He's already beat up, bruised up, and he's about to go off on the entire team, and she's already cutting him off. And you know, this is like the tamest thing you can expect. Obviously she's a villain, so you'd want her to act like this, but the way it's done here, you'll see it's gonna be insane. It's for anyone who just joined, we're showing the death of Batman, and it's going to be sad. Let's just watch this. It's depressing.
Real boy and I, what was it? Oh yeah, I never was too bright. Get some new material, jerk off. You know, Joker used to be real good at hurting people with words. But you, boop. Even when you're evil, you're still too good. You had a good run, Brucey. Flying around Gotham, punching bad guys, cleaning up the streets, causing long-term mental and emotional damage to
Okay, so that was
everyone
like the big thing. She's talking about how he like caused a lot of trauma and mental damage to a lot of people, emotional damage. So you know, she's kind of like reviewing his entire, summarizing his entire career as Batman, and it's coming from a villain's perspective. A villain's perspective who only has some bad things to say about him.
It's our turn now.
Wow, that's literal.
Bet you didn't think it'd be me at the end, huh, Ben?
No one did. No one thought it was you.
Done with your bad stand-up routine.
Almost. But you always gotta end on your best joke.
What a disaster. Here we go. So yeah, you guys have probably already seen this, but this was it. This is how Batman Arkham goes off. This is how he enters stage
Time for us
left,
bad guys to
exits
save the world.
stage left. And then Superman comes in. So that was his death. And, you know, I already see some comments. It makes no logical sense for Suicide Squad to be able to kill the Justice League, who pretty much doesn't have to hold back. This entire premise was insane. As I said many times, this game is anti-canon, but crappy fanfic. Yeah, it's a crappy game. And now we're gonna watch what happens next. But so the last words from Superman were, from Batman, were, "Are you done with your bad stand-up routine?" Those were his last words in this universe, this world. And that's that. And that's the end of that. It's they crap their own bed, and when she says it's our turn now, it's almost like the writers of the game were saying, "We're done with you. We're done with you. It's our turn now." And which is, you know, on brand with what we've been seeing from other companies like Lucasfilms and all these other legacy media companies, franchises like Star Wars, Marvel. You know, you guys don't need me to tell you this. You know this.
Hell of a bat signal. Huh. What's up?
Bat's got the last laugh after all.
Is this where Superman
Oh,
comes
you
in?
would've wanted this.
Because I haven't watched
The
this.
real Batman, I mean. Remember his inspirational video?
His plan did help overcome Flash and Lantern. Should we have watched the segment on Superman?
Yeah, you should have.
What matters
Oh,
now
goodness.
is our plan. We're out here making it work. So,
See, it shouldn't even have been
what's the
them
plan?
who are
How
the
about
ones
we
killing.
shove these gold kryptonite bullets right up his ass?
I don't think that's how we're supposed to.
And he should just swoop in and fly into them directly. Why is he stalling? Yeah, it's really bad.
One of the world's finest heroes. Snuffed out by this.
Who's the voice actor for Superman?
You're next, asshole.
Sure, sure. You can tell Wonder Woman all about it.
It would be hilarious if that killed him right there.
Funny now, is it, dickhead?
Okay, that's that. So that's what happens later on. And so that's what happens, but guess what? It doesn't end there. And I already see High Sky or Hey Sky on Twitch saying her calling him Bruce is infuriating. I agree. It's like, what are you even trying to do here? You guys never knew each other.
Pompous statue. To have that dream realized.
So that's a bit louder. Let me turn this down. So this is a scene where they come to Lex Luthor. By the way, that's how Lex Luthor looks like in the game. Yeah. That's how he looks. And he looks like he's 50. I think Nolan North was voicing Superman. What? And I think your name is pronounced Mav Bloss. That's insane. What is Superman waiting for? He can easily kill them all in seconds. That's what the writers should have been asking themselves, Victor C. That's what the writers should have been asking themselves. So this is Lex Luthor, and he's going to be helping them. And this is a scene where Batman is still alive. So I don't know if you guys seen this clip. Maybe not. This one is a little bit less popular, but it stuck out to me the moment I saw it.
Statue. To have that dream realized with this Superman. It moves me.
Yeah. It's so crazy that Nolan North voiced Superman. But didn't he voice him in other stuff too? Hold on.
Sure.
Harley, even you can't be stupid enough to think that you have a chance against Superman.
And that happened.
Our presence alone may not be enough to goad Superman into confronting us.
Yeah. So she just punched him randomly. And that's like the entire demeanor the game has. Then there's the whole Green Lantern thing. Not this one. Not this Green Lantern thing, which we will get to. Let me see. Let's find it. The Green Lantern thing, which was let me find it for you guys. There we go. So I don't know if you guys have seen this. But it's let's start with Green Lantern. The text, let me just zoom in. This is, by the way, the Lex Luthor files from the game. And one of them says, this is what Lex Luthor describes the Justice League members in the game. Young Justice Superman 2, he voiced him. Nolan North voiced Superman in Young Justice. Mav Bloss. Ain't no way I thought that was Alfred. So for Jon Stewart, this is what Lex Luthor wrote about him. Look, okay, goodness, this is going to be so awful. This is what they wrote about our guy Jon Stewart. Well, some people's guy. He's not my guy necessarily. I'm a Hal Jordan person, which at first I was somewhat mad that they didn't go with him. But on second thought, let's just read this. I think Hal Jordan dodged a bullet, which cannot be said the same for Batman. But so this is what Lex Luthor wrote about Green Lantern. Look, I barely even know the guy past reputation. Architect and Marine, probably was an honor student, wholesome, all-American, white picket fence type stuff. Kind of guy that makes you think, oh, one of the good ones. That's before getting some alien jewelry and becoming a space cop. Oh, a space cop. We know they don't like cops, right? So they had to mention that. Shouldn't he have been on like Mars or something, some distant planet, not in Gotham, interrupting my business? Man, I don't know what you want me to say here. I guess he's a good role model for the kids. If you want your kids to grow up being know-it-all narcs. So this is what the game does. That's what it wrote. And this is Lex Luthor talking about this character. Look at the first sentence. What's wrong with the first sentence of this whole thing? It's like it gets the character wrong completely. Because it's Lex Luthor saying this, and he's saying, look, I barely even know the guy past reputation. It's already getting the tone of the character wrong. Lex Luthor doesn't use words like, look, I barely even know the guy. He doesn't say look or man, I don't know what you want me to say here. That's not Lex Luthor. That's some millennial cat lady who doesn't have a life and doesn't have kids and she's alone and pathetic. And so that's the whole thing about this game, is that there's been a lot of talk about how it's been treating its characters, and also how it's been treating Wonder Woman, because she's been the only character in the game who has been, from the hero side, who has been, of course, put on a pedestal because, well, she's a woman. And that's kind of insane how, Jon Stewart, who is a black man, he was kind of exempted from this. I'm surprised that he couldn't have his non-privileged card here utilized. But here's what Lex Luthor and every other character. There's a different scene as well in this game. That's about Harley Quinn, who tells Wonder Woman how she's a huge fan of hers and how she doesn't want the other members of Suicide Squad to embarrass her in front of Wonder Woman. And so everyone is simping for Wonder Woman, who is, I believe, like the only good character in this whole thing. And so from the files of Lex Luthor, I am prone to wild imaginings. As a man of science, speculation is how my brain finds leisure and the closest thing it knows to play. And that's, again, Lex Luthor saying this. But there's a little amusement to be found in imagining how improved Earth would be if, instead of forcing the Amazon into hiding with our cruelty and avarice, we had instead looked to them as a model. Again, Amazons are a fictional universe, a fictional world, but it's to Lex Luthor, I guess he knows about them now that Diana has come out of the shadows, but it's still a secret society. He still should know very little about its whereabouts unless he's actually been there, which the game, I don't think it has actually made that very clear. And yet still he has this knowledge, and then not only this knowledge, but this force within him, this simp factor that's forcing him to just say stuff about how amazing the women's society are, how the society ran by women is the peak of humanity. So here's what he says. Here's what Lex Luthor says. We had instead looked to them as a model. Replicable if only we could set aside our baser instincts. They've solved so many of our society's broken democracy. So here's Lex Luthor defending democracy, which is hilarious. I guess, maybe certain dictators actually do benefit from democracy, as we can see in the world. So maybe there's something here. But, leftists love to put democracy on a pedestal like it's this sacred thing. Moodcap says, do they even explain why Deadshot is black in this when he was white in City and Origins? They do. They say that, I don't know if it's in the game, but they do say, from what I've heard, is that the other guy was an imposter, even though he was like a skilled marksman who was very skilled. He looked like Deadshot, wore his costume, had the reputation of that character. Apparently that was a fake, according to the video game, and this is the real Deadshot who was here all along. But going back to Luthor, he's saying, so democracy. And then he's talking about democracy, how amazing it is, then lagging technology, and get this, he's praising their society for the lack of toxic masculinity. His words, not mine. The fake one is in this game. The fake one is the one in this game. Yeah, true. Far Cry Lego. So yeah, they've sold. So he's Lex Luthor is talking about toxic masculinity. What is wrong with these people? You guys know who wrote this. Hey, oh my G. Hey, Stefan. And thus they flourish through higher learning, mutual aid, and governance without cruelty. That's bullcrap. They fight all the time. They take part in wars. I mean, not amongst themselves, but and not even with other countries necessarily. But they're warriors. They're supposed to have some sense of cruelty within themselves. Otherwise, they don't have a military force. They are a golden society who deserve to be as secret as they are. This is all Lex Luthor saying this. Enter Wonder Woman, so named, I assume, because one wonders why a woman of her caliber and ancestry would leave paradise to play in the mud with us. In the Justice League, she is a beacon of, and he goes on, saying all this other nonsense. Another victim of Sweet Baby Ink. Oh goodness, are we gonna get there? So yeah, a lot of people. This is Dark Orchid on Instagram. We're gonna talk about Baby Ink. Thank you for bringing that up. But this is Dark Orchid on Instagram who says that there's a scene in the game itself where apparently Lois Lane calls Wonder Woman the strongest force for good in Metropolis. For Metropolis, Lois Lane is really dissing her own man here, and it just shows how insane these people of the writers are, and how much they dick ride Wonder Woman because she is a woman who is a strong, powerful. By the way, what an ugly design. Let's just get that out of the way. So yeah, I guess that's a good idea. Let's actually talk about these people who actually wrote this game. So this is who wrote this game, and this is so on the left you have the screenwriters of two of the Batman Arkham games, and then on the right side you have two writers of Suicide Squad, and one of them being CEO of Sweet Baby Inc. So I don't know if you guys know who Sweet or what Sweet Baby Inc. is. Well, Stefan knows, and Victor C says Wolverine got no hope. That game is dead on arrival. There's no way that game is ever going to recover. And also, Hey Sky on Twitch says under Tom Taylor logic, she blocked Batman's punch with an open palm. Are you saying Harley Quinn or Wonder Woman? I think you're saying Harley Quinn. But where am I now? Oh yeah, here. It all makes sense now. So the Baby Inc. situation. Baby Inc. is, for those who don't know, it's a video game consultation firm. They consult with video game companies about diversity quotas, and they consult them on the story. They tell them that the stories need more more marginalized groups, more characters of color, more BIPOCs, more translucents, and LGBTQ plus monkeys, I guess. Don't read into that that monkey part, okay? I'm just characterizing all of them as monkeys because they're screaming so loud. Don't read into it. And so this is what the sort of stuff we have in the game, and it's because of our beloved Baby Inc., our consultation firm. So I'm just going to put up on the screen what they do as a company. Let me just close all this stuff so I can show you guys. This is on their own website. This is on their own website saying this stuff. So Baby Inc., like I said, is a consultation firm, and they write narratives for certain video games, which we'll get to which ones. So this is what they write about themselves. They were founded in 2018. Sweet Baby Inc. is a narrative development and consultation studio based in Montreal, Canada. Oh man, so many awful things coming out of Canada as of late, not just from the political perspective, but like the cultural side as well. It's very unfortunate what's happening there. I feel bad for any Canadian. If there's a Canadian in the chat, I feel bad for you, and you're not alone. You're not alone. Our mission is to tell better, more empathetic stories while diversifying and enriching the video game industry. We aim to make games more engaging, more fun, more meaningful, and more inclusive for everyone. Um, Services, we believe you need diverse voices to solve diverse problems. Sweet Baby Inc. provides narrative consultation at any stage of development, boasting a talented team with vetted industry experience to best bring your story to life. Next, they say outreach. New and marginalized talent can change the industry if given the proper support. We want to provide this through our outreach programs, and they have multiple programs, and this is their clients. Maybe actually let's save that for last. Let's show you what games they worked on. So they worked on Alan Woke 2 on the narrative side, and that's why the game had a lot of it actually alternated between different protagonists. As you can see here, there's this black woman here who was totally out of the blue. She was like a FBI agent, right? A Fed who was in the midst of everything happening here. So they worked on an character arc, voice, and sensitivity reading. Now, sensitivity reading, if you like look into what it is and the requirements, it's basically being what you would expect, which is an editor for the video game. You read the script and you basically say, this needs more inclusion of blank, like a trans person, like a troglodyte person. And so there's multiple and the way they hire people is that they propose they hire people based on race. So they will not hire you if they're looking to insert more black people, for example, as an example, into certain stories, then they're going to hire only black people. A white person or an Asian person cannot say, even though they might be educated on the history or the cultural aspects of a certain group, they're not allowed to give input. So even historians who have insight on this stuff cannot even have this role if they want to contribute to the sensitivity reading of it all, which is sensitivity reading within itself is garbage. Sable, Battle Shop, Spider-Man 2, we worked on story consultation, and you guys said it earlier, Wolverine is dead on arrival, and oh goodness, God of War Ragnarok. I don't like the new God of War Ragnarok games. I've made it clear on my Instagram, and I guess I know why now. I mean, let's be fair, I think God of War, in comparison to what's happened with Spider-Man and now Suicide Squad, it pales in comparison. Although I haven't played Ragnarok, some of the character designs are awful, and there's a black Norse god for whatever reason. So hey, that's happened, okay? So that's real. And here is who is working with them. So there's your usual suspects like Xbox, Warner Brothers, Sony, Square Enix, goodness. Oh wow, I didn't even see them, but that makes so much sense because the Final Fantasy 16 game like inserted a gay character into it. There was like gay scene. It was like a side mission, right? But it's still there. Oh, Rocksteady's on there, and here's a big one. Oh, Valve is on here, which that's kind of a big deal because Valve is generally seen as a libertarian company. If you guys haven't watched this, there's this YouTube video online. It's by a big lib. I forget the name of the YouTube video, but it goes over Valve as a company, their infrastructure, and their entire company, their entire teams, what sort of people work there, and they have activists working there. That's basically the big takeaway. But and the activists are complaining to Gabe Newell that this company isn't diverse enough, or that they didn't say necessarily anything about the Black Lives Matter riots or Black Lives Matter George Floyd situation as it was happening. So there are people working there that are activists in this video. Because it was made by a big lib, it was upset that Valve was not doing a better job, and it was always like a point of a and basically the company was very libertarian, had a very libertarian approach to things, which isn't necessarily always good because, for example, they have a lot of porn games on their Steam page, right? So, you know, there's porn and you can just play those games if you want. And let me check if I can find the name of the video, and let me look at the chat. But Valve being on here is really just telling of where things are in general in video games. It was bound to happen, and some of my friends would tell me it's happened a long time ago, which I would agree. But now it's really been taken off. Like the things we've seen with comic books, and the stuff we've seen with movies as well. You know, it's awful, right? And so it took a while for video games to get to that point. And then you had last year, you had Baldur's Gate 3, Spider-Man. And so in general, it's a very sad situation that it finally reached that sort of level. Let's see, the chat saying, Sweet Baby Ink, and I'm Indian descent from the Caribbean. Oh yeah, you hate Sweet Baby Ink, and you're of Indian descent from the Caribbean. Well, of course, no one would expect you to. I guess some people would expect you to identify with them or see that they have a good cause and that you should support them. But those people are, of course, insane. Let's go back a bit further. Eric, what are you saying? Insomniac Wolverine game logic is dumb as hell. When the leak shows Wolverine needs some healing potions or tools, I find that dumb. So to those that don't know what Eric is referring to, it's the gameplay that we've seen from the leaks, and essentially what happens is that there is actual customization tools in the game, and Wolverine is gonna need to heal with med kits. You know, still the game is in development, but that's a major red flag right there. Victor Stefano responds to Victor C, saying it's going to be about feminist Jean Grey, and it'll probably make Logan look even more pathetic, as his relationship with Jean is either her feeling sympathy on him or the writers to cuck Scott. They love cucking Scott so much. And then Steven also says, I hate Sweet Baby Ink. Oh yeah, I already read that. Far Cry, so code for pushing the message. Victor C responds to Steven on YouTube. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills after what you just told me. So much foolery and disrespect constantly. By the way, I'm not reading some of like the profanity stuff. If you guys wanna write it, that's all right. That's totally fine with me. But I'm gonna omit it. Sorry for being lame. Eric, hold up. Xbox and Ubisoft, RIP. Oh yeah, Xbox has been like supporting all these leftist organizations since I don't even when, but there's nothing new here. Ubisoft, yeah, I assume they would be doing that as well. And Steven says apparently Kratos was supposed to help his Norse and Egyptian counterparts wipe out their pantheons, and then the three of them become the wise men. So the pantheons become the three wise men of Greek, Norse, and Egyptian. Oh, so Kratos was supposed to. So there were supposed to be three types of Kratoses. Kratosai. There was supposed to be a Norse and an Egyptian Kratos, and he was supposed to wipe them out. Is that what I'm getting from what you're saying, Steven? I didn't know that. Creator confirmed and Easter eggs in OG games. Square Enix too. Yeah, it's sad that the Japanese companies have bent the knee on this. And so, what can you really say? Hey Sky on Twitch is telling me that ex-female, probably to one of my, oh yeah, while we said X-Men. And Hey Sky says, yeah, you don't want to get demonetized. Well, it's not just about demonetization for me. I'm just generally like a laid back person when it comes to swearing. I don't necessarily use profanity on a day-to-day basis. And that's why you probably haven't rarely seen me actually use it. So that's why, fun fact for those who didn't know, But I think I'm sorry if this went on for too long. Oh, and one more thing about Baby Ink. One of the writers, because IGN of all people wrote an article about Suicide Squad and Kevin Conroy and how they wasted the character. And one of the writers at Baby Ink got very upset on social media, and you can see it right there. It's all there written down. So IGN wrote an article saying, by the way, IGN writing an article like this and then only giving the game a 5 out of 10. Let's read this. A lot of fans are hopping mad about Batman's role in Suicide Squad. Here is why Kevin Conroy's Batman is wasted in the game. They say they said some of the worst stuff about this game, and yet they still gave it a 5 out of 10. That just shows you how corrupt the video game journalists are. They gave Starfield like a 7. They gave all these games such low scores, such high scores to what they should be actually. And then they take a game like The Day Before, which was like this broken early access game made by like a smaller studio, and they ran that game to the ground because they used that as their almost like a perfect example of them kind of showing that, oh yeah, we actually agree with you guys about this stuff, and we do stand for these ideals, and we are a legit publication. Well, not necessarily, because when it comes to games like these, they just prove who they are. And it's really insane how they take a tiny game like The Day Before, which sure, it's broken and it's probably a bad, awful game, but the fact that they're willing to take that game down, even though it was in early access, which it didn't even officially launch. And I know that there was a lot of drama before that, and so they saw it as an easy target, just as many people have. But when it comes to all these other games, they don't hold these other companies to the same standard because they do get access. They're access media. They get early review copies. They play lowball on them. And so that's IGN. That's my rant on IGN in general. But Amy Leigh Shaw is one of the writers at Baby Ink, and she saw this article. And she was upset. She said, Kevin was our teammate, and many of us worked with him directly for years. I expect game journalists to know that and understand how callous it is to use his memory to stoke hatred. We do not need strangers to tell us what he would have thought. He told us himself. So the whole thing about how spreading hate based using like Kevin Conroy's memory to spin hate, IGN here is actually saying what a lot of people have been saying and are saying. So whatever they're saying, they're actually repeating what the fans are saying. And so it doesn't work like that where IGN says something and then the fans or the readers follow what IGN says and they spread more hate. That's not how that works. People were already saying this, and IGN is just retreading ground really. So the real thing that is spreading hate is people like you, Amy Lai. People like you, because actually it's you not taking accountability for the fact that you ruined the character, you disrespected the character as we've seen on the stream, and you actually directly influence people to actually dislike the game. So you were the one that spread the hate, and you're continuing to do so by refusing to take any sort of accountability, by refusing to apologize, and you're going to run yourself into the ground for that reason. And in a lot of ways, you're going to deserve it, because at a certain point, how many times will we have to tell you to stop having a stick up your own ass, okay? So I think I've rambled long enough about the state of the game industry in general, but not just that, but also Baby Ink, Suicide Squad, and maybe we'll talk about it some more. But I think now is a good time. the people who came to watch the stream are probably like already so mad at me. I didn't expect it to go on for that long, honestly, but we can now play the game. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat, YouTube. I'm just glad Sega and Tai on that list. Well, we'll see. Sega is hit or miss sometimes when it comes to games, and I don't actually remember if they did anything of that sorts. I don't think they did anything that was actually kind of like people would categorize as work. I would just outright call it leftism. I don't think they actually did anything, so I think you're right so far. Although I might be forgetting something. Um, if anything, it was probably like a localizer coming in and changing the text itself. So it wasn't even, it wouldn't be Sega themselves, but it would be someone who was hired by them. So, and they wouldn't even be aware because as a localizer, you know, you speak a foreign language. Um, so let's see, Victor C. I'm so tired of all this political agenda, so I want to wake up from this terrible nightmare. I don't think we will, honestly. I think video games in general, and I guess I should just start up the game slowly. Video games is just entertainment, and it reflects the world as it was. And I think 2000s and the 90s and 80s were actually sort of a rarity when it comes to how entertainment and anything in general works. Because here's the thing, if you kind of like look at something like what's some like older book, there's like I don't know, Crime and Punishment, for example. Take that for example, by Fyodor Dostoevsky. You know, he writes about like faith there, and you know that's kind of political, right? And you know, you could be subtle about it, and it was right. I mean, the characters were very outright Christian, or they echoed those sentiments very much. But at a certain point, you know, like what's the difference between us saying, "Oh yeah, you can be subtle with leftist views," or you can be ideal about subtle. You can be subtle with something that's more Christian or more, I don't know, Muslim, for a lack of a better example, right? You know, you can just add stuff that's related to the real world, and for a, you know, eventually you're going to run into some sort of political message. And the question is, where is that line drawn? For me, I don't think it's about how subtle something is, although that plays a huge role. But I do think that it's more about just what's actually the better ideology, what's actually the better perspective on the world that represents truth. And I think that's what stories should be about. By the end of the day, they should be about telling something true that actually inspires, despite the culture that we live in, that is, for example, in this instance, very godless. Even then, I think media should represent something that's true. Just because the world right now is devoid of any sort of sense of morality, that I don't think that means that morality stops being true. It just means, I think it actually proves that it's actually more true than it is. Or I think even when you run into a moment like now where people walk away from God or any sort of faith, I think, or people pretend not to kind of care about politics, right? In a way, they're dooming themselves, because someone is going to be talking about those issues. And if you decide to step out of it, if you're not going to actually choose a side or have your own take on everything, then someone else will, and they will eventually, certainly it will reach a point where we get what we have now. And I think what we see right now in media is a something that occurred over time, because we've been very shy from kind of talking about a lot of things, where it's like politics. You don't talk at work, you don't talk about politics and religion. That's usually like the two things. And that's what led us here. We didn't talk about this stuff. We didn't want to seem lame. Faith started becoming lame over time. And somebody decided that they were going to just, over time, they were going to do something about it. And now we have a lot of leftists. I would call it a religion as well. So I'm going to actually play on normal, because I don't want to fail when I'm going to be talking with you guys. And okay, so here's a confession that I'm gonna make. Maybe once I start playing the game. Okay, yeah, let's do that while I start playing the game. I see the game's defenders say crap, like stop using a dead man's name to justify hating on Rocksteady, even though Rocksteady and DC have used Conroy's name to market the game and other projects. Great argument. I agree with that 100%. The Corvus, people lack passion and it shows. I find it funny how fans make better games than the actual developers. Yeah, there's a lot of great homages to older games. Namely, Shovel Knight is like a great homage to older NES games. We need right-wing Christian media because this ain't gonna stop. It's infecting sports as well. UFC is the only holdout that comes to mind, and that's caving and probably will when Dana White leaves. I know nothing about UFC, but I am willing to just believe you on this because I agree with everything else that you said. And let's see. And what are you playing it on? I'm playing on. Oh, Hey Sky is asking me a question that I was going to answer. I will answer that question, but I'm going to answer your second question. This is on Twitch. He's asking me, what are you playing on? I'm playing on PlayStation 3. And why am I playing on PlayStation 3? Because I'm going to say it's the definitive version of the game. It's not the PlayStation 4 or any of that nonsense. Did I have the subtitles on? Anyway, when there's a cutscene, I'm going to be quiet so that you guys can enjoy the story itself. So yeah, get into my queue. All right. So yeah, I agree with you, Stefan. I'm gonna say Stefan. I'm sorry. I did not turn on the subtitles. I'm sorry.
Batman is now en route to Arkham Island.
Stand back, fool, I've got a bomb. Huh? All right.
Mark Hamill is such an amazing Joker. You can't beat him. You really can't. Oh, this is Asylum. What did you think it was? I see. Also, try your best. I won't judge. It's pronounced Husky? I'm pronouncing everybody's names wrong. Do you think it was City?
Hey, Sharpie. Love what you've done with the place.
That's Warden Shop to you. Bowles!
Yo,
I know the
Frank,
voice
hey,
actor.
how's the wife and kids? You miss me?
Shut it, clown! A lot of people here really want to talk to you.
Really? I don't mind walking. Ugh. Not so tight, boys. You'll crease the suit.
Get that filthy degenerate out of here!
Warden, something's not right.
Me when I see
going
a
with him.
liberal. So Batman already knows something is up. He already knows what's up.
Is Commissioner Gordon here?
Yes, sir. He's
Does he have a pixelated face? Or is that just on my screen? I'm wondering if that's just for me.
How many did he kill this time?
Yeah, I thought it was City.
They're all good, aren't they?
Am I saying this right? Hashki?
Securely locked away this time.
No, Hosky. Hosky is probably. I'm walking into a wall because I'm reading the chat. That's gonna be hard. Hold on, I'm gonna turn on the subtitles. Audio options. There we go. And perfect. So you guys will be able to read as I speak.
I hope it's enough, Officer North. For your sake. Joker
Oh.
is our most challenging.
Look at all this new success.
So yeah, I'm gonna say something, but actually I wanna let the story play out because I know something's gonna happen soon,
New patient in the intensive
and then we're gonna talk about stuff. But you guys can, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me about it.
It's always nice to return to my sweet little.
This music is awesome. And you gotta appreciate the credits rolling on the side. It feels very cinematic without actually seeming cinematic, because that's also like a problem with games now where they try to be over cinematic, where it's almost like a movie, the cutscenes and everything.
I prefer the good old cavity search. Much more personal.
Oh, really? That's cool. Search him again, yeah.
Ooh, would you sneak in with your bats? Come on, tell me. Batarangs, bat claws,
Can I punch him? No.
bat smacks.
Scan the screen on Joker.
So yeah, Batman knows what's up. He already knows the Joker is not on. He's gonna go rogue.
There'll be time enough for you later, Cash. Speaking of time.
So about the stream, we're gonna like stream for like probably, I don't know, like 1 more hour probably. I'm tired of movie games. Totally. Movie games, I'm thinking God of War Ragnarok. I'm sorry guys, fans of the new God of War games. Paul Dini, written by Paul Dini.
Ooh, it's my favorite show.
Yeah, God of War. It's a movie game, I'm sorry. There's like so much climbing, walking, talking. There's some combat, and I wouldn't even say that it's good. Good combat in a lot of the game. But it's so stuffed with everything else. Just so much of this walking around. Like now, but throughout the whole game.
Well, it's shocking. My boys over there could have been hurt in that unfortunate fire.
Only good games like I liked within that last 5 is Doom, Eternal, and DMC5. So very gameplay heavy games, Far Cry, Lego.
Whatever, just be quick.
Only following procedure.
You're getting close. Say hey instead of ski.
Suffered minor lacerations, probably in the last 2 hours. There seems to be.
Hey? What? Hold on.
Need to take my temperature? I'd
Hey,
be
Ski.
happy to drop my
Hey, Ski.
pants.
Hey, Sky.
He's all
Hey,
yours.
hey,
Get him
Sky.
outta here.
Hey, Sky.
He's good. Get
Hey,
the door
Sky.
open.
Am I saying it right now? Hey, hey, Sky on Twitch.
Classification system active. Shoot to kill permissions granted.
You heard the lady. We got another psycho on the way.
Can you
Psycho
smell
lady.
the excitement in the air?
I feel like I'm gonna fail miserably at this game because I'm too much into like reading the chat right now. I don't know how people do it. Have you played Origins? I have played Origins. I've played Origins and I've enjoyed the game, although it's clearly... Ooh! That's a chunky crocodile. Oh, he ugly.
What's it doing?
Looking at him.
I've got your scent, Batman. I will hunt you down.
Oh gosh. Yeah, get him. I'm not getting anywhere near
Collar
that.
won't stop me from killing you, Batman. And rip you apart. Eat your bones.
Yo.
That reminds me. I really
Nets.
need to get me
Nerd
some
Center. Yeah, I'm live streaming. I know, crazy, right? I know, right?
Look Croc up on the internet. Wish I had.
Nerd Center is a friend of mine that we go away, we go back like a long while, we know each other for a long time is what I'm trying to say. And he has a great YouTube channel, although I don't know if you're still active. I don't think you are.
Not where
right?
you're going.
The night is young, Bats. I still have a trick or two up my sleeve.
Oh, really?
I mean, don't you think it's a little bit funny how a fire at Blackgate caused hundreds of my crew to be moved here?
I thought I told you to stay quiet.
Oh, Frankie, you
Aspect
really
J.
should learn to keep that fat
Commenting
mouth
on my
of yours
stream on Twitch
shut.
for the first time. Was it hard
It'll
learning
get
how
you
to
into
live stream on here? Oh gosh,
Tell me
I'm
something.
gonna get into that
You've
soon.
never let me catch you this easily. What are you really after?
Oh, nothing much. Hundreds dying in pain and fear, all their meaningless lives brought to a horrifying conclusion. All thanks to you and a book of matches. Was that the answer you wanted?
All patients should avoid contact with prisoners from
He's so ugly. Oh gosh.
What's he doing? Stay where you
Oh.
are. Get a flashlight. Get a light on him.
I love how Batman is the first one to grab him by the throat.
What? Don't you trust me?
Our guest
I don't trust you.
has arrived.
You stink, that's why. Hey Scare. Now I suck at explaining, you know, how to pronounce Sasuke and Naruto. Yeah, I guess I'm saying it Sasuke and Naruto.
Only 3? I'll be sure to try harder
and
next
that's what he
time.
said.
What say
It
we
is.
aim for 100?
So yes, answering aspect A, it was kind of difficult to learn how to live stream. It was mostly the technical limitations that were happening on my stream. So now say this. Okay,
Long night, Jim.
Hasuke.
Joker invades City Hall.
Hasuke
holds
is
the
how you
mayor
pronounce it on
hostage,
Twitch.
leaving it to me to juggle SWAT teams, the media, and you. Yeah, it's been a hell of a night.
Hasuke.
the last one we'll ever have with him.
Yeah, right.
Uh-oh.
Hold it there. Sorry,
Harley
Batman.
Quinn.
Arkham staff only.
I assure
Yeah,
you,
much better.
if anyone's
Hasuke.
qualified, it's-
Listen, I appreciate the assistance, but he'll unsettle the more violent inmates.
I think he's talking about you, Bats. Don't be a stranger. You're always welcome here. Gotta say, it's
Oh
good
yeah.
to be back.
And the fact that she punched him, you guys saw the scene I showed you.
Okay.
In City?
Surrendered almost
Oh
without a
gosh, what's
fight.
wrong with Gordon's face here?
Like it.
Gordon,
At
what
least
happened
he's
to your
back where
face?
he belongs.
Oh, this is where it's gonna get wild.
Get up! Now!
Joker's loose. Alert the warden.
Here we go.
The joke's on you.
The choke's on you.
Ta-da! Honey, I'm home.
Come on in.
Yes.
Welcome to the madhouse, Batman. I set a trap, and you sprang it gloriously. Now let's get this party started.
Run. Okay, this is where we learn to punch. This should be easy enough. I know how to play this game. I'm gonna be the best player of all time. Are we done? What? He's getting up. So, it was hard from a technical point of view, but because I was running into issues while I was live streaming and it wasn't necessarily going the way I was hoping it would go. And we got a trophy! See, I told you guys I'm good at this. Okay, we gotta catch the Joker. And remember how... Can I get inside? Can I run? Oh gosh. Oh gosh! I didn't even notice him. See, I knew there was more enemies. So, you're gonna see some epic fails from me, which is expected. You guys gonna see that I'm not very good at these types of video games, because I'm very good at platformers, okay? Oh gosh. Those physics. But remember how in Arkham City it took Harley Quinn, like, she had to use a bat to even knock out Batman. And in this game, in Suicide Squad, she's using her fist to take down her tiny little girly fist to punch Batman and knock him out. Give me a break. I'm just walking into a wall.
If you think I'll let you run.
I can't run, but I see something. And so yeah, Moodcap says, I miss the stylized looks the characters had in Asylum. View character bio. Wrong one. Yeah, we know who Gordon is. We're not watching this. We're not reading this. So I can't run so far. I don't remember if you can run in this section. Aim Batarang. I feel like I'm going to do an awful job. And throw Batarang. Amazing. Is that a chicken? What was that? I do miss the stylized look of the Arkham games myself. Because I'm not into this modern video game look stuff, honestly. You know what? And it's really good to appreciate an older Batman game. And if you guys see me doing something stupid, like if you think I can run in this game, I'm pretty sure I was gonna go to that duck. I kind of want to go back, but the way how he's very slow. I'm going back to see what happens. Who's your favorite Batman villain? Hugo Strange. I love the psychotic nature of him and how he's very in Batman's head, and he has a great storyline called Batman Strange Apparitions. It's a fantastic video comic book. Hold A or X to run. Huh. Okay, I'll do that once I get this Riddler trophy. Right, that's what it was. Oh, thank you. You guys would have been here forever. Thank you, Nerd Center. Thank you, thank you. See, I was using R3 and L3.
These poor guards never stood a chance.
What else is there? Okay. I'm using a third-party controller as well. Oh, now it's telling me to run. Bum, bum, bum. I'm gonna punch some bad guys. There we go, let's go. It's kind of great to see how Batman sort of not revolutionized. How did I turn this on again? I really don't like to look at the detective vision. It hurts my eyes. And I think in the first game it's also kind of wonky itself. But we're gonna have to use it, unfortunately. By the way, do you guys see the stream still? Yeah, you guys see it, okay. Best Arkham game for me is City, followed by Origins, then Asylum, and Night. Night is definitely the worst one. Outright the worst one.
He's running free in Arkham.
Do you need anything? Is my dad still there?
He's
Commissioner
there.
Gordon is safe. Joker's not far ahead. I'll stay in contact.
There we go.
Thank God.
Oh gosh.
It's Zaz. He's got Mike. He's strapped in the chair. Zaz has totally lost it.
We have unlimited batarangs,
He'll kill
yeah.
Mike if he sees anyone trying to get close.
Hosuke.
He won't see me.
That was so satisfying hearing you say my name correctly.
Anything that
Yeah.
looks even a little bit like a bat, and
Oh
this
gosh,
guard
the psycho is here.
Do you hear me?
Unlimited batarangs.
Make Zaz pay.
I'll make him do more than just pay. I'm gonna make him give me the discount. Let's go, make him pay. So I agree that the Night is the worst one because the story is actually really bad if you think about it. Because it's just really about saying goodbye to the Batman. There's nothing more to it. How do I turn on the detective vision? There we go.
Have another.
Have another.
Buddy, he's gonna fry him. Do something, please.
Keep him occupied. I need to get behind him.
Okay, let's get behind him.
Got to get close enough to Zaz to strike.
He'll see me coming on the ground, so I'll stay up high.
Yes, detective mode. So this is a pretty good tutorial if you ask me. I'm using a third-party controller on the PlayStation 3 because my original DualShock 3 is acting out on me. Punch, punch, punch.
Down, but not for long. Got to get close and take it out.
Thank you, Batman. Thank you for that info.
Put this animal back in his cell.
Hoske, I think I got your name right now. Ooh, what is going on here?
Oh, hiya, B-Man. Harley Quinn here. How do you like my new uniform?
It's something.
Oh, I got something to show you. 1 second, B-Man.
Compare that to what you have now with Harley Quinn.
I'm now subbing for the old man.
And it's a different voice actress.
Never been happier. In case you ain't figured it out, today is the Joker's big homecoming, and you're the guest of honor.
You have one chance to surrender, Quinn.
Tempting, Beth, but no dice. Now the inmates are running the asylum. Well, technically, the Joker's goons shipped him.
The better Harley Quinn voice. I agree.
Bye-bye for now.
I was gonna ask you guys, how do you guys feel about the Tara Strong?
I'm here.
Arkham Asylum just vanished
Because
off the network.
I personally, the original voice from the Batman animated series, yeah, that's Arlene Sorkin,
All police
right?
feeds are reporting he's placed bombs all over Gotham. Says he'll detonate them if anyone sets foot on Arkham Island. It's being suppressed at the moment, but the story will break any time now.
He's lying.
How do you guys feel
Just a
about the
diversion to
original,
keep people away.
the Tara Strong, and then
I know him.
I hate Tara Strong's voice for Harley. I hate it too because it sounds like a very old woman. It doesn't sound like it's Harley. Harley's supposed to sound very young, innocent, and that's, I guess, just how they changed the character completely. And this is how we duck. So let's go. And
Batman,
let's see,
I'm
Twitch.
patching you into the guard radio feed.
Didn't she pass? She passed last year. Correct. The original voice actress for Harley Quinn, Arlene Sorkin, passed away last year, as well as Kevin Conroy.
Sorry, feed's down. Comms are up and down like crazy. It's not good. I'll keep trying.
You Riddler. Kick it open. So this is actually not a bad game to stream because it's actually not that hard so far to pay attention to what's happening. Oh, never mind. Do I get any trophy for destroying these things? What? Is this a force field? Let's walk into it. No, never mind. And I gotta say the stylized, because somebody said it in the chat. The stylized aesthetic of the... Wow, amazing. I'm too close to them, I think. There we go. The stylized version of Batman Arkham games, Arkham City, Arkham Asylum, was something. I very much prefer like a very original take on art style. On the art style and the visual aesthetic.
Joker toxin. Listen.
Then the more modern graphics, everything has to look hyper realistic. Nerd Center says she died around the time Kevin Conroy did. Yep. Moodcap, yeah, you get a trophy for every 3 of teeth destroyed, I think. Really? Hold on, this guy needs our help. Look up to grapple wherever the grapple. There we go. There we are. How do you guys feel about the detective vision? A lot of games have adopted detective vision ever since. Like Tomb Raider, the reboot had like survival instinct, and then you had Dishonored to do it. A lot of games added like the whole detective vision, and I think, I don't know, it's odd because not every game can pull it off. Help him! Goodbye, Simba.
You're gonna be fine. Stay here.
The teeth are part of the Riddler challenges. Seriously? You'd think they'd be green. Can I shoot this? No? Is this one of those things where you have to go down and go in through the other way? I think it is. I think it is Illuminati symbol. Did you guys see? Man, I'm thirsty. Yeah, let's not waste our time. Let's not waste our time doing this stuff. I am not a Riddler trophy type of guy because it takes way too much time to finish and to find all those things. Let's see. You can't get in yet. Wow, yeah, Nerd Center is like a huge Batman Arkham fan, And he is basically going to help me in this from what I see.
Batman's here. Just hold on a little longer, Steve.
Steve, where are you? I'm gonna throw a batarang at you. Where are you? I genuinely don't see him. Talk to
Steve was trying to reach the vent
talk to
controls
him.
and clear the room when the explosion happened.
You just have bad aim. That says Hosuke on Twitch. That's true. I have bad aim. What can I say? Oh, great. Escape. Okay, we are doing an incredible job so far, as you can see. So this is hold and jump. And I think we're gonna have to do some spiraling. What do you guys think I'm supposed to do here? There we go. Oh, there he is. That's where Steve is. Hey, Steve. Hey. What is he doing with those batarangs? They bounce off of him like... What? Steve, listen, buddy. I know you're in a tough situation here. Okay, I'll help you find.
I'm going after the animal who did
You can get in yet. Look up. Yeah, I've looked up. I've looked up.
Steve was trying to get to the control panel at the end of the room.
So, let me hear from you guys. What is your favorite Batman? I don't want to say Batman story, but you guys asked me who my favorite Batman villain is. I want to know who your favorite Batman villain is. Do you guys have one? It's probably like the Joker. Let's not kid ourselves here. Like I said, I have a third-party controller, so moving around with this thing is going to be a nightmare, I think. Never mind, that was actually pretty easy. Can I get down here? What do you guys think? Nope, I can't. Never mind. My favorite Batman villain is Kite Man. Are you serious, Far Cry Lego? Are you just trolling me right now? Kite Man? Are you for real? Why? You have to tell me. You have to tell me. Because... Is it because... Don't tell me it's because of Tom King. Please don't tell me this nonsense. Wait, I was already here. Yeah, we're gonna be an amazing... We're gonna be... Oh, there's another guy here. I just noticed him. Let's help you. Bane for mouth floss. And also Bane for mood cap. Mood cap. Leave no man behind. Which was definitely gonna be the case. Bane was my favorite because he's a mix of both brain and brawn. I'd hate how most adaptations forget about him being smart. Including Arkham Asylum. And Arkham Origins had to retcon that. They had to make sure that they had to account for the fact that this game sort of messed up in that regard. Not Tom King. It is because of I Hate Everything. Oh, the YouTube channel I Hate Everything. Yeah, he was a huge... He memed that to death, though. And that's not why I would like... That's not why I would like somebody like Aquaman, because I think he made fun of Aquaman as well. Okay. And for Hosuke, he says Rage. Rage Al Ghul. I have to rewatch that episode of Batman the Animated Series. I think it's called Demon something. Oh, Demon... I forget, but it's... Demon... I forget exactly which episode it was. But it's based on the comic books by Danny O'Neill. Okay. Let's focus here for a sec. I don't know how I'm doing so far in terms of everything. Okay. What's going on here? So here's my confession. Demon's Quest, that was the name of the episode. Yes, This is my first time playing Batman Arkham Asylum. It's my first time because I have never played it. I've actually seen clips of it, but I have never played Arkham Asylum because it just sort of escaped me. I played lots of Arkham City, and then I never looked back, so that's why I never played it, even though a lot of my friends tell me it's the best one. Am I going in the right direction? I think I'm not. I think I was here because of the skulls and the teeth. So yeah, that's kind of crazy how I never played this game, but this is my opportunity. And now that I'm playing it, let me tell you, I think, open. Great. Great? Or maybe, should I say crate? No, that did not land. We're going this way. Demon Quest, that's what it was, yes. Since both of them have great evolution of what happens to make someone insane and turn to villainy. Far Cry Lego, you're talking about, what are you talking about? What storyline? Are you talking about, like a specific storyline from the comic books? Or are you talking about something else? Hosuke, Bane was humping a building down. Oh gosh! I was reading the chat, guys. Calm down, stop attacking me. Unlimited batarangs. And that did not work on him. Batarang-proof enemies? I did not sign up for this. Eat sauce. Eat sausages. I was going to read the chat. Hosuke, Bane was humping a building down in the Harley Quinn show. Have you guys seen that? I have seen that. Clips of that going around, how Bane started just humping buildings. He turned into like a giant person for whatever reason. And he started humping a couple of buildings because that's the comedy of that entire show, which is pretty much just lesbianism. That's all it is. That's all it is, really. Lesbians just want to have fun, the show. There's nothing here, is there? Let's calm down. I see a trophy. I think we saw a trophy, but I'm gonna ignore it. I'm gonna follow this beautiful arrow. No! I wanted to hit the... No, the teeth. Yo mama.
There's no escape, Joker. I will find you.
And I will kill you.
Just not yet.
Is that Solomon Grundy?
He's a big one.
Who is this? Guys, help me out here. I don't know who this is. Is this some rando? Double tap in the right direction. Yeah, we've... Oh, come on. He was waiting for me to do that. Knock it off, clown. Can we do the thing? Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I'm gonna die, aren't I? It's a good thing I chose. Do I just wait for him? Oh, he's gonna throw this guy at me. Pathetic. So predictable. Should have went hard. I should... There we go. That's how we get him mad. Slow motion. Is it slow motion in... There we go. Oh gosh! Calm down. Is it slow motion in hard? Get out of here. See, so far we're not doing a bad job. This guy is something, let me tell you. What? He has a heart attack? He's a thug. Clawface? I don't remember that character.
That was unexpected, wasn't it? Oh well.
A Titan thug.
Need stronger test subjects. Seeing as how
A
I'm
thug.
generous, I'll give
So
you
is
this
Clawface
one for
a thug
free.
for somebody?
Knock me off, I dare you. End this. Pull the plug. Stop me once and for all.
Why did you hesitate? Do it. Do it.
Predictable, bats. Well, I'd love to stay and chat, but I have a party to organize.
Could be Clayface. Well, apparently it's not. Hosuke on the fridge. Apparently it's not. No. Get back here, Joker. Oh man, what's up with him? Let's see. No, wrong angle. What?
Get in here before more of them
Veiny
come.
nipples, or is that hair? What's going on? Congratulations, you have unlocked a Wayne Tech upgrade. Fill the XP meter to upgrade the Batsuit and gain enhanced skills. Blah blah blah. Let's gain new skills. Sure, why not? Special combo upgraded. X plus square is this. Did we get it? Yep, we got it. What's the next thing? Allows Batman to perform an unblockable instant takedown after achieving a combo score of 8 times. Batman can continue to chain attacks after a special combo move. Okay. And how much does it cost? Guess we'll never know. We'll try this out. No, they used the Titan from Clawface to turn them into that.
I'm over here.
Oh, there's a Riddler trophy. Let's get it, since it's waiting for us. Who's asking me to help them again? There he is. Let them come.
They came out of nowhere. I dragged Jerry in here. Powered up the gate. Must have passed out.
Joker went through that door. What's on the other side?
We call it extreme isolation. Only way in is via the transport system.
Open it.
Not a problem. I'll just need to call another cell.
Hosuke on Twitch says that Mr. Freeze is apparently the best boss fight in the entire series. Which we're gonna get back to once we listen to Joker.
There's no escape, Joker.
Silly bat. I don't want to escape. I'm having way too much fun. I even have you here to keep a smile on my face.
Not for long.
Really?
Smile.
We'll see. Ta-ta. Oh, I forgot to say. Just in case you were planning on following me, I've arranged a little insurance. Gordon is on his way to Harley as we speak.
Officer Bowles.
If I see you trying to follow me, he dies. Harley's looking forward to it. Maybe I'll film it and post it on the internet.
Post it on the internet? No.
Best I can do is open the door you came in. Sorry.
It's okay, we'll
go
find
back
a
to the
way.
holding cells. Bowles wasn't too smart. He'll have left a trail.
You mean the ones we just came from? We're gonna have to backtrack. Oh, I remember the maps, right. Great. Secure treatment transfer. Should be easy enough, right guys? Arkham Island North. And show Batman. Can we go back here? I guess we're gonna have to be using this now. So how do you guys feel about the... oh yeah, Hosuke said that Mr. Freeze is apparently like the best boss fight in the entire series. Oh, there we go. It's back.
He sealed himself off. He's got your father.
Dad.
Don't worry, I'm getting him back.
Okay, I know, but...
Oracle, I'm getting him back. Joker will not win. I won't let him. I'm starting where he was taken. A guard named Frank Bowles attacked him. If I find Frank, I'll find your
Come
father.
on, I want to kill this thing. There we go. Was that a... Did you guys hear that? Apparently there was a Spike Spiegel voice actor from... It's from Cowboy Bebop, right? Spike Spiegel. Apparently there was a voice actor in this game just now. It was his voice actor saying, oh well, whatever happens, happens. Apparently there was a guard that just voiced him here. I'm here, guys. I'm here. Oh, yeah, and everything seems fine. So, yeah, I would say that a lot of people would say Mr. Freeze is the best boss fight in the game. When I first fought Mr. Freeze, I had no idea how to defeat him because the thing about Mr. Freeze is that you're supposed to figure it out. And you're actually supposed to use everything about the gameplay that you've learned so far. You're supposed to use it as a, you know, you have to use the gameplay that you've played to, you know, like the regular game. Like you actually have to figure out and come up with your own solutions on how to defeat him. And so that was actually very interesting how they did that. Are we going in the right direction just to make sure that we're supposed to be backtracking? His name is Steve Bloom, the voice actor for Cowboy Bebop for Spike. Are we going in the right direction, bros? Maybe we should just use the map. I think we could have taken this way. Although I think this way was blocked, right? Sure, let's just go this way. Might as well. There's a fuse box. Are we facing the right way? Crap, I'm keep mistaking the buttons. I think, I forgot which way I was heading. Let's see. This is where we're gonna go back. This is me backtracking to the beginning of the game. And this is me trying to go this way. He's also Wolverine, says Nerd Center on YouTube. He was Wolverine in what? In... I think you're right, but in what exactly? I don't remember in what exactly. Oh wait, we've been here already. Crap. So this is the locked way? And we're supposed to go this way? Locate and analyze the holding cell for evidence. Am I gonna have to do the thing where I have to constantly look at the map to see where I'm going? Developed by Wayne Tech, these control points are considered hack-proof security subsystems designed by Lucius Fox. We know that guy. The goat. Superhero Squad. Yeah, that makes sense. I remember now. I mean, I remember his voice in general. But I figured he voiced him in a lot of things, but there's also a lot of things that he didn't voice him in. Hulk vs. Wolverine and the X-Men, Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, which was a great cartoon, at least for the first season. By the way, if you see me wandering about like a fool, let me know. I can't remember a name. He's also Hal Jordan in Injustice 2. Yeah, I think you're right. You're right. Let's see. Let us see, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think we're going in the right direction, are we? Help us out, somebody. Tell me something I don't know. What is this? Why can't I just hack this thing?
Joker's got connections on the inside. It's like every other person's been bought off.
Go back and turn right. As in here? Because the map shows me, I assume when you say right, you mean this place, so the left. Left, sorry, yeah. So, but how come I missed this thing before? Oh, yeah, we were here before, but I think we went this way though. Yeah, we jumped over this place. That's why we didn't see it. There we go. What do we have here? Creepy.
Oh, me and Frankie go way back. I got him out of a spot of bother a few years ago.
Look at it.
So when I need security codes or an old man to be clubbed to the ground, I know
there we
just
go.
the man to ask.
Can I do a sneak attack yet?
Do it again. Oh, I forgot. He's
I can't.
dead.
I can. Awesome. Kapow. Thank you guys. I know you don't care about Injustice 2. Yeah, I don't like Injustice in general. I don't like Elseworld stories. And you could say Arkham Asylum is like an Elseworld story. Well, not really. People just call it, they dubbed it Arkhamverse. And if people created like a, if they made it a universe later on, then that's like a different thing. It's not the same as already creating a multiverse story. Okay, detective mode. Oh, nice.
Bowles dropped his flask. Sloppy. Let's see what the forensic scanner picks up. I can follow traces of alcohol from Frank's bourbon in the atmosphere.
Oracle, I've got a trail.
That's great. You follow it. I'm grabbing every reference to Arkham I can find. Maybe useful later.
Thank you, Oracle. You're the best. So yeah, what do you guys think about the detective vision? Because it's been used in multiple games. I'm probably just gonna have to follow this. Let's go. Do you guys find it annoying like I do? Or like not in, maybe in this game it's like alright, it's not bad. But it's been overused in a lot of games, right? And I think it's a shame that you have to kind of experience a lot of the game with the detective vision to a point where you don't even see the beautiful graphics that are like the whole visuals that are supposed to be here. Auto aim. That's what I've been asking myself too. What's wrong with this thing? It is not need most of the time if it named Arkham. It is not needed most of the time. Detective vision is cool on the Arkham games, but other games feel like they're just straight up copying. I'm not really a fan of it because it takes away from how the game looks. I understand why it's there, but I wish it would be used less in the game itself, you know what I mean?
What's going on?
Harley Quinn.
B-Man, Mr. J doesn't want you following us just yet.
How do you guys feel about the redesign? This was the first time she was redesigned completely in these games. Crazy woman. Oh. Cool. We're gonna end the stream soon, but just to play it a little bit more. Jump and run.
The old-fashioned way.
Yes, the old-fashioned way. Running and jumping. Shimmy, shimmy, a, shimmy, a, shimmy, o. Let's get in this. Harley in the previous Arkham games are so different in character than the Suicide Squad version. She just in general, the way the character has become. Did we just make a comeback here? I looked at the chat and I don't know if I went the right way. I guess it's the right way. she has been changed so much as a character. She's unrecognizable to what she used to be before. It's really a shame, really.
Frank, what are you doing? No, put it down.
You know what? I think it'd be a great idea.
Frank, what the hell?
Talk to Henry Smith.
I take it this is Joker's doing.
It's clear.
Who else?
I told him he's a monster. This is Frank.
Calm down. I'll stop him.
Stop flirting with a higher
Let's see.
Don't worry.
Let's track down the toxin. Okay, so we're back to this place, since I see the rattling teeth on the ground. Okay, we're approaching the location. Let's go. The music right now. Open sesame. Going wrong way. Right. I knew that. It's great to have you here. No, maybe it's a good idea. It'd be a good idea maybe to have you on here.
I'm heading in the wrong direction.
Just in general. Oh, thank you, Batman. You're doing the job of the nerd center. Climb up the elevator shaft. You are going backwards. Far backwards. Incredible. See, this is like, I don't know if this is going to, if anyone watching this is gonna then say I'm doing an awful job. Okay, I assume it's this way, right? Go back here. If I was just paying attention to the game, I don't think I'd be having this amount of... Yes. Yes, okay. See? It's like, I know what's happening, guys. Trust me. I'm the greatest player of all time, actually. It's just, I'm purposefully taking the wrong turns to make it look like I care too much. So, you know, I'm just the greatest player of all time. Nah, that's what I've been telling everyone. But no one chooses to believe me. See, that's where we were before. Lol. And that makes perfect sense.
Warning.
The old-fashioned way it is.
Treatment is under emergency
So I know what
lockdown.
happened. While I checked the stream, I think I just made a circle. I went back while I was reading the stream. See, I didn't even do that before, so man, that was stupid.
Will Warden Sharp please make his way to the secure unit? I repeat. Will Warden Sharp please go to the secure unit?
Hold on, we don't want to fall. I feel like this is not worth getting because I'm gonna fall and I'm just gonna backtrack. So let's not do that. Let's see, Twitch, guys. Hope you can get partnered so you can get a subscription button. I think I'd need to have a lot more viewers watching for the partnership on Twitch. So I don't know about that. I also got like a different proposition to stream on Rumble because I heard that's a good website and I know Rumble myself. What's up with that jingle? Oh, it's the announcements, okay. But people said that the Rumble platform is also great, but then I decided, you know, I'm gonna keep it to 2 because I don't know if my computer will even handle it.
Warning. Multiple security breaches on level B4.
Huh. We're gonna need our glue gun that doesn't exist just yet. See, it's so good to have you guys here. Can I just punch this out? I cannot.
Warning. Arkham intensive treatment. This is at Code Red Alpha.
See, I think this is why they make games where you have to follow a specific point marker, because then when you play and stream games, it's so much easier to just focus on everything.
We are currently experiencing a Category Red Alpha security alert.
There we go. Shimmying.
Report to your section commander.
This was honestly like me doing my first... This is my first time streaming completely. I mean, I did practice runs before, but this is the first time somebody watching me. And this is the first time I'm actually, you know, playing a game, talking to an audience. So it's actually somewhat fun, but I don't know. Honestly, for you guys, it must be painful. And I'm sorry. Next time we're gonna play a movie game. Just kidding. We don't do that around here. Let's focus on the game. Let's focus on the game and see what we can do. Probably go up here. See, that was like one of the criticisms for all that the games is that the camera is a little bit too up close to Batman, and I guess I see what they mean. But at least in combat, it you know, it zooms out of him, so that's always a good thing. Hold scan. No subjects. Ready, boys? Let's fight these losers. And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3. Let's go. It's the mother effing. Ka-chow. See, this guy's not bulletproof. What are these guys doing to the wall? Are they trying to destroy it or something? This is my favorite attack. Shush. Right, I forgot about the takedowns. They exist in the game. And we're here to kick some butt. Okay. Down.
Batman, how's it going? Any sign of Dad?
Not yet, but I'm getting close. Harley Quinn tried to slow me down. Dropped an elevator on me.
Did it work?
Of course not. I'll get back to you when I reach the end of the trail.
I like the little smirk he made. The scuff of Batmanery. And also, this was the other criticism with the games, how you have to... There's like time wasters, that's what they were called. Where you just have to button mash opening a shaft. And people criticize that, you know? Let's save this guy quickly! He's dead. Oh gosh!
Oracle. Joker's men have taken control of the cell block transfer corridor.
That's not good. I patched it to a guard radio. It sounds like Joker's crew have got their hands on weapons.
I know.
How do I get
I'll
up there?
calibrate the Cowl's vision mode to isolate armed henchmen. The direct approach is suicide. I need to be smart. Find a different way past them.
So far, it's like a tutorial sequence. I was not supposed to do that, right? This is a suicide mission. Oh, yeah, that was a suicide mission. Our first death. Yay. You can slide and kick the grate open. Aw. Retry, yes, of course. Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. It's been a while. How far back are we?
Please.
Good.
I've got a kid. You don't have to. I don't have to. I just want to. Okay, boss says no one gets past.
The question is, how do you slide?
You got it. Anyone coming this way?
Okay. Do we have to rewatch that sequence?
Where'd he go?
I guess we do.
Oracle. Joker's men have taken
That's
control
what
of the cell
you
block
guys are
transfer
saying.
corridor.
That's not good. I patched it to a guard
I
radio.
was very
It sounds like
disappointed in the
Joker's crew
death
have got
cut
their hands on
scene.
weapons.
I know.
With the Harley Quinn?
Calibrate the cowl's vision
Oh,
mode
okay,
to isolate
hold on.
armed henchmen.
Batman the Animated
The direct
Series, the best
approach
Harley
is
Quinn design
suicide.
tattoos
You need
give
to be
me the
smart.
ick.
Find a different
I
way
agree.
past them.
The classic Harley Quinn design is the best. I'm not a fan of the sugar cake or whatever you would call that appearance that she has, where she's very sex appeal. Tap, drop down silently. Crouch. Oh, now they're doing the silent but deadly. There we go. Am I supposed to? Okay, no. I don't have to press anything. So, in this game, everything is in red. Whereas in the other games, it's blue and orange. But I agree, I prefer the classic outfit for Harley Quinn because, in general, it's better. I'm not a fan of, like, over-sexualizing the female characters, although I know a lot of people don't mind it, and some people even enjoy that. But I just prefer, like, and it's even a more iconic look to me as well. Why did we do that? Let's get off.
No problem, boss. The boys are just finishing off. The Arkham chumps never stood a chance.
Goodbye.
Our friendly neighborhood rodent is on his
Let's see.
Look who it is.
The animated series has the best Harley Quinn. This is a vibe. I hope you stream again sometime. Oh, thanks, Hosuke. Hope you can get partnered soon. Well, if it's not Baldur's Gate, I don't care. Aw, thanks. I was very disappointed in the death cutscene. Why? How come? Is it because I failed? Or is it because Harley Quinn was kind of lame in that version? And what she said was lame.
It's your friendly Uncle Jay. Some idiot.
Can we do this quietly? Let's see if he kicks this open quietly.
I know. Crazy.
I actually like the stealth sequences in this game, but they can be tricky sometimes.
The only reliable cure.
We don't want to go there. The gargoyles are always our way to go, let me tell you.
Batman's as good as dead.
Oh, you think so? Can I just, let's see. Oh, okay, he turns around. Glide kick. Can we do like this thing where we... Oh goodness, it's been such a long while since I've last played Arkham Knight. I think it was 2016. I think you can destroy this, right?
Easy for him to say.
But then you end up making noise. There's just 3 people, so let's do it. Yup, he is coming here. And it is over for me. Just kidding. Hold on, get in. Oh, there we go. That's pretty cool. Okay, I'm starting to remember things.
Man down!
How many guys are
Anyone
there?
gonna help me? Hello?
Nope.
I need help here.
Oh gosh. He was scared. He was scared of me more than I was scared of him. Yeah, Harley was lame in that. It's because of her delivery. Let's see, how can we slide in kick? Oh no, I'm not listening to this. Oh, that's so cool. I forgot about that.
Spread out. He could be anywhere. Then keep your eyes open. Now move.
Alright, we'll finish this sequence. And that's where we're gonna finish the stream. So let's just take down these guys as fast as we can. And we'll finish it.
Where the hell is he?
Let's see. Can I just silent take down him from the high?
I know we're good.
Dang. Oh crap, there you go. always use the gargoyles to run away. For a second, I couldn't even use that for whatever reason. So he saw me, he mad. There's only 2 other people here. Yeah, why not? That definitely always ends up making too much noise. Can you see me? Good.
I know you probably think you're stuck in a room. Batman hunting you down and you're the last one standing.
You see me?
Well, I got news for you.
Oh, come on, you're supposed to do the thing. We did it, guys. And let's go to the other area to save.
You win again, Bats.
Do you guys know if this saves from this exact spot and location, or do I have to reach like a certain specific spot for it to save normally? Nice.
Joker must have figured out how I was tracking Gordon. Officer Bowles' trail stops here.
Oh gosh, his face. We're almost done for the day. I think this is where we're gonna end it. But before we're gonna end it, I'm gonna show you one more thing. Door locked. Do you guys think it's gonna save the game at this spot if I... Let's just hear what he says. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, it is I, Edward Nigma, the Riddler, and more
The Fiddler.
importantly, your intellectual superior. My genius has
Let's see what the objective is now. To go here.
allowed me to easily hack into your primitive communications. My goal is simple. You complete a series of amusingly taxing challenges and, well, you'll see. Ready for your first one? Good. But be careful. Don't cut yourself on this sharply observed portrait.
Don't cut yourself on this sharply observed portrait. We're not gonna do that now. So do you guys think it's gonna save if we leave the game now? What do you guys think? It should save in a moment. So I have to go somewhere else in order for it to save?
I said, don't cut yourself on this sharply observed portrait.
Is he talking about glass? A mirror? A reflection? I think that's what he's talking about, a reflection. You have to do this riddle, okay? Well, let's cut ourselves then. Do this riddle, it's going to save, and that's good to know. I think this is what it...
You know, portrait, painting, picture on the wall, in a frame.
Calm down, calm down. There is no picture here, boy. Oh, there it is. Nope, never mind. Use environmental analysis to scan and store solutions to Riddler challenges.
Painting of something sharp.
I wanted to go to the mirror, but there's glass. There's a screen here, but it doesn't do anything. Let's see if I can solve this. Or I can just go here.
Sharp. That old guy who runs the place? In a painting? On the wall?
Which wall, sir? Oh, there he is. I found it, guys. We're gonna save. And what are we doing now?
Warden, Sharp.
Yeah, Riddler's done with me.
In
There we go.
So you did it. Well done. I would have expected a child to work that one out, let alone the world's greatest detective.
There we go. It's gonna save here.
Batman, over here. I saw you clear the room.
Oh, now you open it when I actually need help. When you don't need help.
It was a massacre. Bowles came walking in telling everyone to cover the front entrance. Said something about Joker's army coming through the main gate. 2 of my guys moved to the exit, and Frank shot him dead. They never stood a chance.
Was Bowles alone?
Thought he was. Then I saw Harley Quinn. She was surrounded by Black Gate prisoners. They were just killing everyone in the room. I had no choice. I got in here, locked the door. I could see it on the security feed. They had someone with them. It looked like the commissioner.
Bowles is dead. They carried on without him. Must have outlived his usefulness.
Good. He was scum.
Dang. All right.
Sorry, buddy.
Is it going to save now? I don't see the... There it is. There's the loading screen. Alright, guys, I'm going to show you one more thing before we end. One more thing. To those that made it till the end on YouTube and on Twitch. There's still some people watching, of course, which is great. So I'm going to show you one more thing. And of course, it's going to be related to what we're talking about, which was, or to what we talked about, which was the Suicide Squad game. So let me see if I can pull it up. And let's end it on this note. Just hold on, let me... I'm going to spoil the surprise if I don't do something about it.
Are we done?
There we go. So, let me put on my headphones. And let's watch this at the very end. Alright. Let's see. Face ready? Okay, let's see. Right. Gonna make this a little bit bigger. And so this is the final clip I want to show you. Since we watched the death of the Batman at the very beginning, it's only right that we also take a look at the very end. That we watch this scene again. Well, watch it again is a... Well, you'll see. We're not necessarily going to be watching it again. There's a twist there. Let's just watch it.
Are we done with your bad stand-up routine?
Almost.
What an annoying voice. Yep, I ready.
I hope you choke on a motherfucking cheese stick, you nasty, greasy bitch. You look like you drink white Gatorade and smell like nickels.
And that's that. That was the clip. It's what would have happened. Let's face it. Everybody knows that that's how it would have gone down at the very end with our favorite characters. And yeah, so this is going to be the end of the whole stream. Thank you for showing up. And, you know, I was still getting a hang of it. And hopefully this was a good time. We'll definitely go back to doing this. Do it. Sweet. Thanks, Far Cry Lego. That is the canon ending. That's right. That should have been the canon ending. And I do feel bad that this is like what the video game industry has become, essentially. But in the end, I think, you know, we're going to be better for it, because you have to look at these things sometimes and realize that they're not going to change, or it's going to take forever for them to change. And I think it's better not to perhaps mourn about it or be sad about it. Of course, we can criticize it and be passionate about it as well. But in the end, I think it's very much about just being focused on what matters in life. And I think by seeing like the enemy attack you in a lot of ways, you sort of start to see the bigger picture, that perhaps you can do something about it, and that the solution to the problem is doing often the opposite of what they've been doing. And so if their thing is, leftism and total degeneracy in terms of like the pride parades and all that stuff, where they do king stuff and all that pathetic stuff, it's really gross. I think the answer to that, it almost puts you in a position where you're pushed into the opposite. And I think a lot of people are perhaps even waking up to what is happening. Yeah, so I'm also saluting you, Nerd Center. So I think in the end, I think it's best that we I think it's best that we also start, talking about this stuff, and also it's a great idea to get involved in a lot of these things. Not just entertainment, perhaps politics, perhaps, for me it would be like Christian stuff. I'm not saying I'm going to become a priest or anything. But in general, just try to live your life knowing that you're not just here to play video games, which we're doing right now. But there's more to life than just Batman. And the proof is that, they're attacking stuff like Batman, right? They're attacking all this stuff, and they're injecting all this stuff into this entertainment. So that's how I look at it. And so hopefully we can all kind of learn from that, sort of. I don't know. So once again, I would like to thank all of you. See you later, G, says Hoske from Twitch. Thanks, and yeah, I think I have a pretty cool idea in terms of what we could do next time. Although perhaps it would require for me to do a lot more thinking about what I'm going to do. And it's going to make the stream even more interesting for you guys, I think. Personally, I think it's going to really make it a lot more interesting. But I'm not going to reveal it yet because I have to think about it, and I have to get into contact with somebody. And, but I think it's going to be a cool idea. So maybe it's not just me talking to you guys. Maybe it can be like a more of a conversation happening. I don't know. It came to me during the stream, and I think it would be a cool idea. And I think you guys would enjoy the streams even more. And I'd be able to be focused on the streams, and I'd be able to be focused on the game itself. So, yeah, it's actually a good thing that we did this. It was almost like a test run. So I don't know if we're going to be streaming again. We will be streaming again. But I'm going to think about how we approach it and what we're going to do exactly, which I think I know what we're going to do. And if not, then we're going to just stick with it. And what else? Yeah, I think that's where we're going to end it today. So thank you once more for watching. And I cannot say great enough things about you guys. Seriously, thanks for even showing up. It means a lot to me. And once more, that's the end. That's how the Batman died. I guess that's how the Batman died. Kudos, bye, kisses, and bro fists. Sayonara. I'm out. Poof.